Hey guys, GlisterFan44 here today, coming back at you with another video, and today I'm going to be predicting the 2025 Royal Rumble. So obviously I'm going to be breaking down the men and women's Royal Rumble. I'm not going to be breaking down like the singles matches and everything. I'm just going to be breaking down the men and women's Royal Rumble of the surprises, NXT surprises, TNA surprises, and Final Four for both men and women's, and then who I think is going to be the one to win the Royal Rumble in 2025. So let's get into this video. Okay, these are the returns I expect to see for both the men and women's Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch, Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss, and Jordan Grace and Nikki Bella. For the women's Royal Rumble, I expect to see those 6 people returning at the Royal Rumble is because likely Becky Lynch, Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss are likely to return because there's reports saying that they're cleared to wrestle, but they just haven't been much. They haven't been having. There hasn't been much creative plans for them. And then Nikki Bella is likely to make an appearance at the Rumble, given her status with WWE, that her and WWE have reconciled and she's on good terms. And she appeared for the company during the first episode of Raw on Netflix. And Jordan Grace, the reason why I put Jordan Grace here, even though she's still signed to Impact, is because she made an appearance at the Royal Rumble last year, and she is gonna make another appearance at the Royal Rumble this year. And for the men's side, Matt Cardona and Randy Orton. We all know Randy Orton's going to return at the Royal Rumble because I'm probably guessing he was just going to take some time off of a little injury or something, but he's expected back to be at the Royal Rumble. And then Matt Cardona, I could see a 50-50 chance of him being in the Royal Rumble. Reason being is because like sometimes there's reports where he teases to come back to WWE for one-off appearances, and then sometimes it doesn't happen. But I remember there was a report I think earlier to mid last year where it said he had some indie dates in February canceled. So that indicates that he may or may not be in the Royal Rumble. And Nikki Bella is a 50-50 as well because you never know what Nikki Bella wants to do these days. But I think that Nikki Bella is going to make a one off appearance in the Royal Rumble this year. So those are all the returns I predict to return at the Royal Rumble for 2025. So, as of yesterday, TNA and WWE have signed a multi-year deal to have a partnership together where you're going to see TNA talent appearing in NXT. And I think we're going to have some TNA talent debut at the Royal Rumble. Not everybody on this list or not everybody on this screen we're going to see debut at the Royal Rumble. I think in the Women's Royal Rumble, we're going to have Masha Slamovich and Ash by Elegance make an appearance. Masha Slamovich is more likely. Ash by Elegance is 50-50 because the reason why I added Ash by Elegance on this list is because she made an appearance at NXT Battlegrounds when Jordan Grace was fighting Roxanne Perez for the NXT title. And for the men's side of the Royal Rumble, I think Joe Hendry's 100% showing up at the Royal Rumble. And after TNA Genesis, he's going to be the new TNA World Champion. And he's going to show up in the Royal Rumble with that title. Eric Young, I could see him making a small appearance in the Royal Rumble. And Josh Alexander, I could see him making an appearance in the Royal Rumble as well. Just to name a few TNA talent I see being in the Royal Rumble. But Masha Slamovich and Joe Hendry are more likely to appear at the Royal Rumble, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. So these are my predictions for the NXT stars that are going to make an appearance in the Royal Rumble. So obviously, I already told you guys, but I'm going to say this again that the people that are on the top, I think, are most likely going to appear in the Royal Rumble, and the people on the bottom are 50-50. So starting off with the women's side, Julia, Tatum Paxley, Ariana Grace, Lash Legend, Roxanne Perez, and Stephanie Becker. So I think Roxanne Perez and Julia and Lash Legend are most likely going to make an appearance in the Royal Rumble. Because if you kind of think about it, Roxanne Perez currently has a storyline going on with Bayley. Well, they're building a mini storyline with Bayley right now. So I think Roxanne Perez is going to join the Royal Rumble and, go after Bayley, but also go after other people as well. Lash Legend. I think Lash Legend's gonna join the Royal Rumble because she's been on SmackDown. She's been on a couple episodes of SmackDown randomly, and she's also wrestled in Saudi Arabia for the Women's Tag Team Championships with alongside Jakara Jackson. And Julia, I could see her making an appearance in the Royal Rumble like 100% to 50%. Well, not 100%. I could see her making an appearance in the Royal Rumble. Reason being is because she's the NXT Women's Champion and she's really good. And I think her being in the Royal Rumble just makes the Royal Rumble look a lot better and a lot stacked. And for Tatum Paxley and Ariana Grace, I just threw them in there because like I could see someone like Ariana Grace being in a Royal Rumble. Like I could see WWE management throwing in her in the Royal Rumble just to throw her in and like, have new people put some eyes on her. Tatum Paxley, I see the same thing too because I could see Tatum Paxley's gimmick transitioning decently on the main roster, and same thing as Ariana Grace's gimmick transitioning decently on the main roster. So that's why I say Tatum Paxley and Ariana Grace are a 50-50 because I feel like they do fit the Royal Rumble vibes. And now to the men's side of the Royal Rumble. We're going to see Wesley and Tony D'Angelo appear in the Royal Rumble, but I'm not sure if it's going to be certain. I say it's a 50-50 chance. The reason why I say it's a 50-50 chance is because I think they're going to put those two in the Royal Rumble if like something happens between like other people who are scheduled to be in the Royal Rumble, like an injury or like or like an emergency of some sort. And Obafemi and Trick Williams, I think they're 100% scheduled to be in the Royal Rumble. Because if you kind of think about it, Trick Williams is going to go in the Royal Rumble, probably have a face off, and probably start a fight with Carmelo, while Obafemi is going to go in the Royal Rumble, just probably like get some shine, eliminate one or two people, and then he's gonna probably tease some face offs. Like he's probably gonna tease a face off of someone like Jacob Fatu. He's probably gonna tease a face off of someone like Gunther. You never know what Obafemi can do when it comes to him teasing face offs. It could be endless. So yeah, for the most eliminations in this match, I think Naomi and Jacob Fatu are going to have the most eliminations in their respective Rumble matches. And I could say Jacob Fatu should be the one to have the most eliminations in the match. Reason being is because management is high on Jacob Fatu, and they got to give him a little bit of credibility. So you got to have Jacob Fatu have put in the most eliminations in this match. And Naomi, like I feel like those little pushes that she's been getting, do not stop those little pushes because Naomi should be getting those little pushes to kind of elevate her to be a world champion one day or to win a singles title by herself. Like yes, I know she is one half of the women's tag team championships, but I feel like Naomi deserves more credibility when it comes to her as a wrestler. Like, yeah, she's a veteran. Yeah, she's already been champion. Yeah, she's already gotten big moments. But I feel like we need to keep those big moments going on for her. Well, not big, big moments, but we got to keep more of those moments going on for her because Naomi is somebody that needs to win the world title, the women's world title someday again soon. And someone like Jacob Fatu, like I said, he needs to have the most eliminations in this match because he's a Samoan werewolf. So have him eliminate like a good amount of baby faces in the Royal Rumble. That's what he needs to do. Okay, so for the Iron Men for both women and men's Royal Rumble, I say Nia Jax and Roman Reigns should be both the Iron Men and the Iron Woman in their match, in their respective Royal Rumbles. Reason being is because Nia Jax just lost the world title to Tiffany Stratton. Roman Reigns, I know he's gotten some big moments here and there, but I feel like Roman Reigns needs to be the Iron Man of the Royal Rumble match because obviously this is Roman Reigns. Like Roman Reigns is gonna be in the final four of the Royal Rumble. And Nia Jax, she needs a little bit more credibility to show why she's still a threat. And yes, Nia Jax did show she was a threat while she was champion, but I feel like you got to continue that momentum of showing how she's a threat. So instead of giving her the most eliminations in this match, I'd say
put her as the Iron Woman in the Women's Royal Rumble. So you can still give her some credibility without giving her the most eliminations. And that is just my opinion. So this is who I predict to be a part of the Final Four for the Women's Royal Rumble this year: Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, and Io Sky. And yes, I know this is a little bit random, but hear me out. Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, obviously, the reason why they're going to be in the Final Four is because these are big stars making a long awaited return. So it's only fair that they're in the Final Four. Nia Jax, they're going to keep her in the Final Fours because I don't see Nia Jax being eliminated in the middle of the Rumble. That's going to make her character look weak. And Io Sky, I feel like she's going to be the runner up when it comes to what Nia Jax is in the Royal Rumble. An Iron Woman, and she's also going to be a runner. She's also going to be a runner up to Naomi for having the most eliminations in the Royal Rumble match. And that being said, I think the person that's going to win the Women's Royal Rumble is going to be none other than Io Sky. And the reason why I think Io Sky is going to win this Royal Rumble is because I feel like when it comes to Io Sky winning the Royal Rumble, Rhea Ripley has already challenged and beat Becky and Charlotte. And I think Io Sky should win this Royal Rumble and challenge Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania because Rhea Ripley hasn't beaten Io Sky. So I think this would be a good Mania matchup to have: Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. And now we're going to go over to the men's side. And the reason why I say this is a perfect Final Four is because if you kind of think about it, CM Punk and Seth Rollins are currently having a high profile feud. And this feud is about Seth Rollins wanting to take everything away from CM Punk because CM Punk betrayed the company and he's coming back here because the other company failed him. And then Drew McIntyre, of course, got involved in the CM Punk and Seth Rollins feud, stirring up his own little troubles in that feud. And, trying to go after the WWE Championship again and pick up everything that he lost. And then Roman Reigns is doing the same thing, picking up everything that he lost. He already claimed the Ula Fala, and then he wants the WWE Championship again. So I think having Roman Reigns a part of this Final Four is a good show, is a good thing for him. Reason being is because he wants to reclaim everything that he lost, and also Roman Reigns is one of the top stars in this company. So, that being said, I think the Royal Rumble winner for this year is going to be none other than Drew McIntyre. And yes, Drew McIntyre should win the Royal Rumble because I think CM Punk and Seth Rollins' hatred is going to get to their head where they get distracted of the whole Royal Rumble match. They're just going to be going at it with each other, and then Drew McIntyre eliminates both of them. And then after that, Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns brawl, and Drew McIntyre eliminates Roman Reigns. So that's why I think Drew McIntyre should win the Royal Rumble. And also, it would give him a little bit of credibility winning the Royal Rumble for the second time and a little bit of a redemption arc comeback, like a proper redemption arc comeback. And also, I feel like Drew McIntyre would be the perfect opponent to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania because Drew McIntyre is a heel and Cody Rhodes is a face. So Drew McIntyre is gonna run it back with Cody Rhodes. So, anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like watching wrestling content, you guys know what to do. Make sure to subscribe for more because I'm going to keep on posting wrestling content on this YouTube channel when it comes to my wrestling takes, predictions, takes, and probably top fives in the future. So I'll see you guys and girls in the next video. Peace.